My child, wait. Before you scroll any further, stop right where you are. There is a reason your eyes landed on this message at this exact moment. Out of all the videos, all the messages, and all the noise filling your screen today, somehow you ended up here. That was not an accident. Because I need you to hear something today that the enemy hoped you would never realize. You survived something that was meant to destroy you. Yes, you heard that correctly. The enemy tried to break your spirit. He tried to silence your faith. He tried to bury your hope beneath disappointment, confusion, and exhaustion. But despite everything that happened, you are still here. And that alone tells a powerful story. My beloved child, there were moments in your life when the pressure became almost unbearable. Moments when problems appeared from every direction at the same time. Situations you trusted suddenly collapsed. Plans you believed in began to fall apart right in front of you. There were days when you woke up already feeling tired before the day had even begun. Days when you wondered why life seemed to demand so much strength from you while others appeared to walk through their journeys with ease. And there were nights, quiet nights when the world around you fell silent, but your mind refused to rest. Those were the moments when doubts tried to creep into your heart. You asked questions that no one else could hear. Why is this happening? Why does everything feel so difficult right now? Will things ever get better? My child, I heard every one of those questions. And I saw something you could not see at the time. What you thought was simply a series of unfortunate events was actually a spiritual battle. The enemy recognized something valuable inside you long before you understood it yourself. He saw the potential within your heart. He saw the purpose I placed inside your life. And he knew that if you ever fully stepped into that purpose, your life would become a light for others who are struggling in darkness. Because of that, he tried to stop you early. But listen carefully to the truth I want you to hear today. He failed. Every attempt that was meant to break your spirit only made you stronger. Every challenge that was meant to silence your faith only pushed you to seek deeper answers. Every moment of pain that was meant to destroy your hope became a lesson that shaped the person you are today. My beloved child, think back to the moments you believed you would never recover from. Moments when disappointment felt overwhelming. Moments when betrayal left wounds in places you did not know could hurt so deeply. You trusted people who promised to stand beside you, only to discover later that their loyalty was temporary. Those experiences left scars on your heart. They made you question your ability to trust again. But those moments did not destroy you. They taught you wisdom. They showed you how to recognize sincerity and how to protect the peace within your spirit. There were also moments when circumstances in your life seemed to close in around you. Opportunities disappeared. Plans you carefully prepared suddenly changed direction. Doors you hoped would open remained closed. In those moments, it was easy to believe that life was moving backward instead of forward. But what you did not realize was that some of those closed doors were acts of protection. Not every opportunity that appears in front of you is meant to lead you toward your purpose. Some paths may look appealing in the beginning but lead to confusion or unnecessary pain later. So I closed certain doors to guide you toward something better. My child, the enemy hoped those moments of disappointment would cause you to give up. He hoped you would begin to believe the lie that your life had no direction. He hoped discouragement would convince you that nothing meaningful could come from your struggles. But you did not give up. Even when your faith felt fragile, you continued searching for answers. Even when your strength felt weak, you kept moving forward. And every time you chose to stand up again after being knocked down, the enemy lost another battle. Because resilience is powerful. Faith that continues despite difficulty is powerful. And a heart that refuses to surrender hope becomes stronger than the storms it faces. My beloved child, there is something important you must understand about the struggles you have survived. They were not meaningless. Every challenge you endured was shaping something inside you. The patience you developed, the courage you discovered, the compassion that grew within your heart for others who are hurting. These qualities are not accidents. They are the result of the journey you walked through. And those experiences are preparing you for a future where your story will inspire others. There will be people who look at your life one day and see strength where they expected weakness. They will see perseverance where they expected defeat. They will see hope where they expected discouragement. And through your story, they will realize that their own struggles do not have to define their future either. My child, the enemy tried to convince you that your pain meant you were losing. But the truth is that every moment you survived was proof that you were growing stronger. The battles you faced were not signs that your life lacked purpose. They were signs that your purpose mattered. Because the enemy rarely wastes energy attacking a life that has no potential. He focuses his efforts where light is beginning to rise. And your life carries light, even when you could not see it clearly yourself. But listen carefully now. The same strength that helped you survive the battles of your past will also guide you into the opportunities ahead. Your story is not finished. The chapter you are living right now is only part of a much larger journey. There are still moments of joy you have not experienced yet. There are still doors waiting to open. There are still people whose lives will be touched by the strength you discovered during your hardest seasons. So do not allow the memory of past struggles to convince you that your future will look the same. Storms do not last forever. And neither do the battles you have faced. The fact that you are still standing today is already proof that the enemy failed in his attempts to destroy your spirit. And the next chapter of your life will reveal just how powerful resilience and faith can become when they grow together. So lift your head, my child. You are stronger than you realize. You are more resilient than you believe. And the purpose placed inside your life is still unfolding. If this message spoke to your heart today, take a moment to respond in faith. Write this in the comments. God carried me through. And if you know someone who is fighting a difficult battle right now, share this message with them so they can be reminded that they are not alone. Remember this truth above all else. The enemy tried to break you, but you survived. And that means your story is far from over.